Hello everyone, my name is Silvana Estrada and I am a student of Universidad Cuauhtémoc, Plantel Aguascalientes, Educación en Línea. Today I'm going to present you with both sides of abortion. Abortion is defined as the removal of the embryo or fetus from the uterus during pregnancy. Abortion also can occur spontaneously, and this could happen on the first 12 weeks of pregnancy. I will briefly discuss the reasons a woman might choose to have an abortion, the abortion process, the abortion laws in Canada, the facts in Canada, the impact on society and culture, the risk associated with abortion, and a few pros and cons allowing a woman to choose. The reasons women might have to choose abortions are a few, and I have listed some of them. Number one, if there is a chromosome defect or other serious abnormality with the fetus, doctors will usually recommend abortion. Number two, if the placenta separates from the uterine wall, it is in the best interest of a mother to abort, as it can cause severe internal bleeding. Number three, if a mother is busy with work or school or it's not mature enough to have a baby, they might choose to abort. Number four, women can afford the baby. Lack of finances or a stable environment may cause a woman to opt for abortion. Number five, if the pregnancy resulted after a traumatic event such as rape or incest. Abortion process are two main types. The first type is manual vacuum aspiration or electrical vacuum. This type is performed from 4 weeks of gestation to about 16 weeks. A vacuum is inserted through the cervix, which removes the fetal remains. The second type is dilatation and evacuation. This type of abortion is performed from about 12 weeks and on. It uses a combination of a vacuum and surgical tools, and this method may cause more severe complications to a woman. Here are some abortion laws in Canada. Abortion has been legal in Canada since 1969. However, at the time, an abortion could only be performed if the life or health of the mother was at risk. In 1988, the Supreme Court of Canada decided that disallowing an abortion infringed upon a woman's right to life, liberty, and security of person. At this point, abortion was treated like any other medical procedure. Here are a few facts about abortion in Canada that I have written down. Number one, over 90% of the abortions in Canada are done during the first trimester of pregnancy. Number two, no doctor in Canada will perform an abortion past 21st weeks unless the health or life of the mother is at risk. Number three, approximately 40% of all pregnancies in Canada are unplanned. About half of those pregnancies are terminated. The impact on society and culture are abortion rights movement. Even with abortion technically in Canada, there is still much debate about what type of abortion services to allow, and also what reasons are valid to have an abortion. Abortion law. Around the world, there are many different standards and law concerning abortion. Even within the same country, laws may differ depending on which part of the country you are in. Anti-abortion violence. Abortion facilities are often at risk of attack from anti-abortion activists. Though more protests are peaceful, there is some risk of terrorism in the form of bombs, death threats, kidnapping, and the intimidation tactics. Sex-selective abortion. Technology allows us to see the sex of the fetus as early as 12 weeks of gestation. In some countries, male children are preferred, which sometimes leads to the termination of the female fetuses. This happens more often in China and India. I have some risks associated with abortions, and a few of them are infection of the uterus, damage to the cervix, excessive bleeding, cervical, ovarian, and liver cancer. Women who have an abortion are 2 times more likely to have cervical cancer. Subsequent preterm deliveries. Women who have had one or more abortions are more likely to experience preterm delivery or other delivery problems in their following pregnancies. I have listed a few pros and cons of allowing a woman to choose. Here are the pros. Minimize unwanted children abuse. For some women, adoption is not a valid option as the emotional trauma of giving up the child that they carry for 9 months is too much to handle. Access to legal, professionally performed abortion reduces maternal injury and death caused by unsafe and illegal abortion. Many women does not have the substantial and financial resources to support a child. And here are the cons. Abortion might lead to the future of medical problems for the mother. The individual or fetus has a right to live, which must be protected. Abortion is murder. The killing of a human being is wrong, even if that human being has yet to be born. Abortion reduces the number of adoptable babies, and the legality of abortion could cause some women to stop using contraception and use abortion as a plan B. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I hope you have found this presentation informative. Abortion is a very controversial topic. This is why I chose to present both sides. Thank you.